Hello everyone, welcome back. So till this point we are able to send and cancel our friend request to that specific user. In this video my plan was to work on viewing the user profile, but the more important thing from that is to accept the friend request. So I'm gonna go to the connect meeting, I mean the home page, and here we do have the friends request section. As you can see, friend request. So we're gonna make use of this thing and display the requests that are sent to this user. So I'm gonna do that. So let's just jump into it. Also we have the delete, right? So that is where we will change the status to rejected. Also we have the ability to view all. So I'm gonna redirect that user to the members page, because like here, um, somewhere like here we have the ability to do that. Also we will add the ability to accept, like if this user have sent me a friend request, then I will add a button to accept that request. So let's just jump in. First I'm gonna work on this section. um, like I'm gonna show the requests right here. So to find it out, I'm going to copy this, and this is somewhere in the home. So I am going to home blade file, and I will search for that thing. Control F, and here is it. So I can create a separate component for this, and I can implement that right here. But this is like simple functionality, like two functions for accept and reject, and returning the whole thing in one, in the render method. So I'm gonna do that in right here. And for the see all section, I'm gonna call the members, or we have people's route. So I'm gonna call explore. Yeah, we call it explore. And here will go the request. We have the ability to delete, and we have the ability to accept. So I'm going to collapse them and then remove them from the UI, because we need only one to implement this functionality. So I'm going to copy and cut these things. uh, Confirm print. Wait a minute. um, Print request. I'm gonna refresh the page, and let's see. Yeah, these are the like the friends that, like, I send them a friend request and that accepted. All of them will be going right here, and also this is going to be redirecting users to that page. So what I'm going to do is load these things, but I think I missed that. So I'm gonna search for that again. Here we have one user. If I, and then another, I'm gonna do one thing. I did remove these, but it's still loading. That's kind of confusing to me. Um, I haven't saved that file, I guess. That's why it was loading that. But now it should not load that, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I am going to loop through that. But before I loop through that, I have to load that from the home route. So I'm gonna go to, also we can like add Laravel code for that here, but it's like good to have that from the from here, I mean. So um I'm going to like, but here we have the problem. uh, let's do it. Let's say, what should I call it? Let's say friends, or friend requests. So friend underscore requests, like the friend request that I have sent. So I'm going to call the friend, and where um, we do have relationship. So I'm going to load that. But we need to have some kind of like, like the the condition. I have to load the people that have sent me the parent request. So in that case, the parent ID is gonna be my ID. So I'm gonna do that. Parent ID is out ID, and I'm gonna return the user If we don't have relationship, I'm going to add that, and I am going to return literally all of them. Or let's say latest tag 5, like we will return only 5 from the latest. And we can, here we saw 4, right? So I'm gonna go for 5, that is fine. You can change this to anything you want. And then I'm gonna loop through this object right here. We have the name, the image, the mutual friend. We will add conditions for this as well later on. But for now, let's add for each loop, or we can do for else. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna add $sign like this. Let's say user, and I'm gonna cut this from here, and I will paste that right here, and here it's gonna loop through that and display that. But I think for now we do not have any friend requests, so I'm gonna cheat the system so that I will have some friend request. Let's see if we have any. I think we don't have, as you can see. And if we don't have any, I think I can show a message like no friend requests and something like that. But the problem will be like, why not just remove the whole section? So we can do that as well. I'm gonna copy this thing, and if this thing does not exist, then remove it. So here is that. I'm gonna add if condition. If this, then this. So if I format this and come here and refresh, it's going to remove that section because we do not have any friend request. So let's see if that works. And it should be working. We do see. I think I am missing. If this exists, didn't do this. Let's see what we have that in that. So I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna DD that. See if what is inside that. I don't think I have any. I don't have like any friend request, but it's still showing that section. Maybe it's the cache issue or something. From, as you can see, we do not have anything. So I'm going to uh, save this thing and refresh the page. I think this is returning a query builder or something. So I'm gonna, do we have the ability to use get with tag? Let's try that out. So I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna refresh the page, and let's see if that is going to help us remove this section. um, let's see. Still exists. What this returns, by the way, I'm gonna check that in the tinker. So php artisan tinker, I'm gonna paste that query. I'm gonna replace the auth id with 7. 7 is my auth id. It does returns 0, like empty. But what's weird is like I am still able to see that section while I have add condition. If this doesn't exist, then do not return anything. Like do not show that. Yeah, query builder. What about the latest git all? I think this query is fine. Restart a server, start a server, and I can check the count of this. So I'm gonna call the count and like this, and I'm gonna refresh the page if that's going to work or not. Let's find that out. So yeah, this time it worked. We're using the count. So now I'm gonna cheat the system, and I do have sent friend request to other people's, right? So I'm gonna reverse that. So like I'm gonna create a query. If I go to user model, down right here, I'm gonna do something like user, not user, friend, where um, user id is my id, so that is 7. I'm gonna get all of them, and then I'm gonna loop through them. So let's say users equals to this, and then I'm gonna for each loop I'm gonna loop like for each uh, for each for each dollar user as user, and here I'm gonna change the user ID to pen ID. So I'm gonna do something like user underscore no user up parent underscore ID equals to dollar user. This is like exchanging the variables, right? Uh, friend underscore ID. But before I change it, I'm gonna do one thing. That is this way I'm gonna lost the that ID, so I'm gonna store that ID somewhere and then change it, and change it to my ID. So that is I can hard code that, and I can get that from the friend ID, user ID. Sorry, so dollar user of user underscore ID, and again I'm going to change the user underscore ID to the ID that I created variable above, like this. So what this will do is like it will just like reverse the thing for me. The like I have sent friend request to the people, now they have sent me the friend request. So that is just to test the functionality, because like if I now log in with that user, and that will be like wasting much of time. So now I'm gonna check that, query this thing. Yeah, as you can see now, a lot of people have sent me friend request. Maybe there are 3 or 4, not a lot, but this thing works. I'm gonna remove that. Now we can test the functionality. So I'm gonna come here and refresh, and hopefully this time we should see the users that have sent me a friend request. We do have people that have sent me friend request, but I think we can remove the, or we should leave that. You see the border. I think we do not need that. So I'm going to check that really quick. So I'm going to go to home component, and let's expand that. Here is the loop, right? Um, Border top and then something. Should I leave that or should I remove it? Let's leave it for now. I'm gonna change the first name and last name and username and stuff like that. So here I'm gonna do the other user of user. Also, one thing you have to keep in mind, like the user ID is the user who sent a friend request to me. So I'm gonna go to print friend table model, and we have relationship already. So I can call the user of first name. So dollar user of first underscore name, concatenating this with space, and then uh, dot, and then here we'll have dollar user of last name. So I'm going to copy this thing and use this over there. So I'm going to paste this and going to change this to last name, and after that we are gonna create some short video about this, like how to implement the mutual print feature and then loading the avatar. So that is right here. Let's do that as well. So I'm gonna go asset storage, storage, and concatenating that with the slash, and here will go the, I think I have copied that. So this is gonna be profile, and after that we have the confirm button and the delete button. So I'm gonna create two um, I'm going to create two functions for that, but let's see if we have the ability to um, see the first name and last name in image. But how about the, yeah, so if I refresh, let me check if we have the ability to I'm looking for something. The friend ID, this is gonna be this is going to return all of them. But if the status is accepted, then we do not have to return that right here. So I'm gonna add a second condition. I'm gonna do that like auth ID. If the friend request is matching that and the status is pending, then return it. Otherwise, if I have rejected or accepted, then do not have we do not have, you do not have to return that in this section. You can return that in the like the all fields like the explore section, but not here. This is going to be status, not status. And if the status is pending, then go ahead and return that right here. So I'm gonna refresh the page, and we will see the magic. The magic, yeah, like the people that have sent request and still pending. We'll see that right here. So I think we can work on this thing in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you over there.